is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is the first ride of 2024, and I figured what's a better fit than to take the H2R for the first ride. Mr. Steve over here getting some rollers and some shots of this on this ride. Pretty much I've been just itching to ride. The weather just have been freezing, and I finally decided to take a little break for physically and mentally. Mainly physically because I got in that little injury and riding kind of makes it worse, and it was just like a hectic time. But this is the first day back. Excuse me if I'm a little rusty. As I said, I haven't taken up a break this long ever since I've been into like my motorcycle accident when I got my concussion, and I literally couldn't even do that. And I mainly want to try the H2R because A, I've been itching to ride. B, the H2R needs the tires to be broken in. We put back the OEM tire sizing on it. It's still street tire, so it's not slicks. And the main purpose of this is just to talk to you guys, have Steve get some shots for the Instagram. So follow me on Instagram, same name as the YouTube channel, K. And also follow Steve as well because he's one of the best videographers I've ever shot with. He also is starting a YouTube channel around bikes and pretty much professional videography, so check out his channel as well. It is very, very cold. Like, look at the bike. The bike's literally running at 150 degrees. But yeah, we're trying to break it in these tires because they barely have like 10-20 miles on them. Get some heat into them, get them feeling a little bit better, so we can do some mods to this bike in the near coming future, and maybe do proper top speed runs with the H2R. But I got a few parts coming in for the Rush. We're going to be taking to the shop soon, at the R1M as well. It hasn't been on the channel in a minute because of like the tire issue and all of that. We got some maintenance and some plans coming up with my OG bikes, but we are officially 30,000 subs away from 1 million subscribers, which is absolutely insane to say. It does not make sense to me at all. So let's start this year and start getting some sick content for you guys. I have a few test rides that you guys have been requesting that I'm going to do. I'm going to be riding a Hayabusa very soon, potentially even get one this year, and the plan is to turbo it if I do get one. There's also other plans such as buying, I don't know about buying a Triumph. That's one of the bikes that I feel like I do want to get, the Speed Triple RR, but not very sure about it. That bike, the plan is why I would want to get it is because A, it's unique and cool, but also you can actually supercharge that bike, which is absolutely insane. So that's definitely an option too. Turbo Hayabusa is more of an option, but I also have some really cool unique bikes that I'm looking at in celebration for the 1 million subs. But that aside, coming very soon is a test ride of a Hayabusa. You guys have been wanting me to do a test ride on a Suzuki. Realistically, if I get a Suzuki, it will be a Hayabusa, because if I do a Gixxer 1000, it'll be a track bike, and I explained I do want to do a track bike. But the thing is, I need a truck first of all, so I can take my bikes to the track, because there's no tracks nearby for, I believe, like around 4 hours or so. He wants me to do a little flyby, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Oh man, that straightaway looks so tempting right here. Look at that. Well, as I said, we're not trying to do anything crazy today. Just talking to you about the New Year's. It's the first video of 2024. Hopefully it's going to be a great year. Last year was a little rough. A lot of highs as well. Of course, I've got my ultimate dream bike, the H2R. I got some really cool bikes, and yeah, some really cool content and videos for you guys where it just kind of lined up. I had also like a lot of downs, a lot of like issues as well that year. So hopefully this year is going to be a little bit easier and smoother, but also I will always try to my best to keep the momentum going, make the best content I can for you guys. And possibly today, this year, we might get an editor. I'm not sure yet with some videos. After we hit that 1 million subs, I wanted to reach that 1 million subs completely by myself with no assistant. So I've been filming, editing, managing myself completely. So it possibly might get an editor, make it more interesting. Man, this is completely boost weather. I'm tempted to see what this H2R can do. Really, really cold out, and the air is like really cool. So this is boost weather, baby. Might do a little top speed run later on. But pretty much to explain to you guys, I saw more mods coming up to this thing to make it faster, believe it or not, that we're all waiting on, more titanium stuff, and all kind of like fun parts. windy right now. I feel like I'm gonna fly off the bike. I'll also try to include some of these footage for you guys in this video, because, you know, who doesn't like seeing the H2R in a third-person POV out on the roads? This bike looks absolutely menacing, so... This bike is an animal. She does not want to stay down right now with this boost weather. As we said, the tires are fresh, so we don't want to... I was so scared to lean it. I do not want to wipe out. These tires are way too new still, and they did feel a little slippery. If I hit a bump when I'm leaned over, there's less contact surface and you'll just wipe out, which will make it a very bad day. The bike does feel a little bit more flickable with these different tires. I'm not really used to talking as much. My mouth is getting dry. It's been a minute. Should have gotten some heat in those tires by now. With new tires, everything is extra sketchy. All the debris and the white lines, I don't want to, like, as I said, slippery. It's extra sketchy with this bike because it's like a heavy, powerful bike. You gotta be very mindful of the throttle. That just wasn't enough road. I could have definitely beat the previous top speed run, but didn't want to risk it with these tires because the turn was coming up. I was like, I don't know how broken in these are yet. Definitely not enough, so I didn't want to risk it. Ever since we got this bike tuned, it definitely feels like it pulls harder up top. That's why I also messed up that kind of pull, because I was trying to see where the red line is. I think we raised the red line a little bit further than when it was stock. Like, as you guys see, like, it goes past the 14,000 RPM range, and then it red lines, I think, a little over like at 14.5 maybe, or at 14.2. So I was trying to know where that rev limiter is, but it revs so high up in those high RPMs because of the tune we put on it that made 25 more wheel horsepower, 25 more wheel horsepower. I had the rev limiter, I think, in the 4th gear, and then 5th gear I tried to not do that same mistake, so I actually short shifted into 6, where I should have just kept it in 5th gear and tested that. But oh well, it was just a little test. We're still rusty, like first day back on the bike in like 2 weeks. Just wanted to see what this bike can do with the new tire setup. I'm definitely curious to look back at the footage and see what the RPM was and compare it to before, because the last time when we did the top speed pull on this bike, it did 215. I think we got to 213 this time, but this time the bike has been tuned, and also that Santa tripped me out. It's been tuned, and also we changed the tires to a different setup. So that's why I'm like, let's see if that made much of a difference, where it really should have. Horsepower wise, it just makes a difference where you reach those speeds faster, but it doesn't mean that you will get more top speed just because of that tune, because we're limited because of gearing. So yeah, a little disappointed that we didn't at least break it by a little bit, but we wanted to be safe. It's better to be safe than make mistakes, you know. I'm gonna keep this coming back video nice and short. I don't even know how long that was, but you know, a little bit of talking and a couple little pulls here and there, but nothing crazy. Just, you know, first ride back of 2024 on the H2R. Looking forward for this year, hopefully. I don't know, I'm kind of going with the flow this year. I don't have any major plans or anything like that, but I wanted to kind of chat with you guys, let you guys know about some of the plans and details that might be coming up this year, like getting some other bikes and, you know, go and install some parts and stuff like that. And I talked about like doing forged carbon on the Fireblade. I think that's the plan for that bike when I do decide to do it. Now I do have some other priorities, such as modifying the H2R, and I've been modifying the Rush a little bit more because that's kind of like my main naked bike. And we might also decap the exhaust for the Super Duke, as I talked about in the Q&A, see how that bike sounds and all, and maybe after that get rid of it possibly. So I don't know, but yeah, I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit. I wish you all a happy new year. Thank you guys so much for the support. Again, we're 30 subs away from 1 million, so I'm excited to hit that 1 million. A little bit like surreal, but at the same time excited, you know. I mean, I'm not like crazy pumped because it's kind of hard to believe a little bit, to be honest, but at the same time, like, it being 30 subs away like feels very crazy and doesn't make sense for me at all. But yeah, as I said, I just wanted to wish you all a happy new year, posting this video, and of course we're getting back to the normal schedule now after this little break. Let me know in the comments below what you guys would like to see on the channel more of, what type of content. Of course, you guys want to see the car meets, I already know that, but let me know if you're over, if you want to see more car meets. That's the stuff that I do enjoy, so of course we're going to be doing some more of that here and there. But also let me know which bikes you would like me to take there. And we're going to get back to testing out some new bikes and doing the long reviews that I've been doing with rating my bikes and other bikes on the channel too. So yeah, stay tuned for all that good stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry that I'm like very rusty and low energy, but please drop a like and subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out and ride safe.